Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and this is the daily scan for Tuesday, May 7th, 2013. Here's our lineup today for market affecting announcements or market related announcements. There is nothing indicated here that might be market affecting. So from that perspective, we don't have to worry about that today. Alright, jumping over to our thinkorswim platform, the market pre-market is looking to be a flat to slightly up open. Been saying a lot like that lately, it seems. Gold is down a tad, silver and oil are all down just a bit. Oil's still pretty high, as indicated by the price of gasoline, at least for now. They seem to be correlated, not necessarily all the time. Alright, and yesterday was kind of a mixed bag. I think there is some apprehension about some of the things that are going on in the Mideast. But still, earnings are looking relatively robust for right now. At least here. So looking positive from that perspective. And with that in mind, CF has earnings coming up, and I'm a little bit concerned about that particular spread that I have on right now. Let's take a look at the chart. Yesterday we almost had an alert at the end of the day. Almost had an alert trigger. And it's making me a little bit nervous because earnings are going to be tomorrow and after the market, and I think I'm just going to exit this particular one and take my lumps on it and not have it worry me at all. We're looking pretty good on everything else in our insurance policies. Our insurance policies, just as they're indicated here, in that they are costing us some money to hang on to them, but that's the reason that they're there. And really, I don't have anything else to say except that I did do some shopping yesterday. I did have some time to shop around for some Profit 10 portfolio iron condors, and here's some of the things that came to mind yesterday that I took a look at. I did check out SPX, and I looked at this June iron condor here. And it's a 510 iron condor with about a my shorts at 10% probability, and it's was looking sort of promising. I could enter into one. There's a possibility of an $85 profit here. With a $10 spread on these. The call side of this, though, is at least based on the move yesterday, is just a bit shaky in my opinion. So if I reset the slices here, 17.15, and we're at 16.17 right now. That's like 100 points up, and we're looking at 15.15, so that's about 100 points down. Not real comfortable about that, because if I take a look at that on this chart when I did the set slices deal, we're going to have to hold all the way out into here. And if we continue this march up, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. So the market is continuing to move up. The overall index is continuing to move up, but there are some equities, and believe it or not, some on the A plus list that aren't giving me that sort of an indication. So let's take a look at another candidate that I had here was MasterCard, believe it or not, thinking that its move is pretty much over for now. And with that in mind, I came up with this iron condor as of yesterday, and I locked in the prices on that. I thought that that one showed a little bit of promise. It would already be up $23. So let's reset the prices on, let me write that down. We got 66 and 53. And that's a real nice looking iron condor. So if I reset the slices, that's 64 and that's 43. And we'll go back to relatively zero here. We still are looking at a delta of 53. And if we look at that one on a chart, let's do this. We will set slices to break even for 622, and then set the slices to the chart, and then take a look at, I want to chart without any stuff on here. No study. I don't want intraday though. Alright, I don't know what's going on with the Thinkorswim platform, but I had to wait a long time, so well, let's just get right back into it. If it happens again, I'll just cut it out of the video like I did this time. Alright, so looking at this is much more attractive, is it not? There's plenty of room for movement, especially to the upside, and I like the premium on it because the implied volatility is almost 10 points higher in some cases here. Not necessarily on the call side, but definitely on the put side. So I like that one, and I may do that one today. The other one that I looked at is CELG. Alright, we were having a problem here. I think I'm going to have to reboot. The application is not responding. Alright, the other one I was looking at is CELG here. $96 for one. And it would be up $6.53 right now. Unlock these, 52 and 44. Alright. And re-zero them in. Now we're looking at $89, which still isn't too bad, but you can see that the implied volatility is much higher on these. And if we go to set slices to break even, and then set slices to chart, so this one looks even a little bit better. So the two promising candidates that I have is MasterCard and CELG, and I'm going to take a look at them this afternoon, and if it looks promising yet this afternoon, I'm probably going to get into both the MasterCard and the CELG. CELG first choice, MasterCard second choice. Alright, so that's it for the Profit 10 portfolio. Let's do a scan for the spread account. See if we have anything going on. Quick look at alerts. We have this alert on CF. Probably going to get out of that one today. And then my other non-related personal alerts here. So those are the only ones that are out there at the moment. And the order that I put in yesterday expired. Let's see here, latest version, cancel, sell, fail. Yeah, I got out of a bunch of stuff yesterday. Amazon. I closed Amazon and I closed MasterCard yesterday as well. And the order that I had in, I don't have this in here, but I put the order in on BIDU and it never triggered. So I'm just going to forget about BIDU for now. Alright, okay, let's take a look here. Apple. Yeah, this was a dream here at that time. Okay, Apple chart. I would say that we are definitely in a trend reversal here, so we'll be looking for the first pullback down here on the stochastic and a good probability of getting in on that one. Let's try to move along here quickly. Amazon, no trend effectively right now, so we'll just take a pass on that. Also, I'll write that down as a possible profit tent portfolio trade. BIDU, we had that order in there and we were looking for it to move down here to trigger it. It didn't. BIDU had a nice day yesterday. Maybe we'll get a trend reversal on it. I'm going to get rid of this. This is no longer applicable. Alright, CELG. We're in an uptrend. No entry at this point. CF. Nothing there. Earnings very soon. Not. Oh, we got all these stupid drawings. I'm not interested at this point with the earnings coming up. Chipotle. Uptrend, no entry. Could have had a secondary here. I might have talked about it yesterday, but I took a pass on it. Gold. Definitely looks like it's consolidating lately. No play there. Google. Uptrend, no entry. Unless you want to chase. I mean, you can always say, oh, I want to chase. You know, maybe from when it opens, if it takes an intraday move down, for instance, like right here was kind of consolidating, you might say, well, you know, I might want to get in if it moves down, or I might want to get in if it goes past this high here. So if you're on an intraday short-term trading chart, you may have had an entry on this yesterday. But actually they're all just very powerful looking. Just very, very powerful. I think it's going to hit 1,000. Goldman Sachs. Okay, we have a downtrend, but we're looking pretty flat. It's flattening out. I would be willing to bet that we're going to have a trend reversal here. But we're still looking for a pullback for an entry. This was a nice move yesterday. Very nice. I just feel like as though I'm being left out on a lot of these bullish moves here. Alright, now this is a nice one here. LinkedIn. Definitely are looking for a move down here, and we'll see what happens when it gets there. This could be interesting. I think I don't think LinkedIn, you know, is actually that bad of a deal. I don't know if it's overpriced or not, but it is what it is, right? MasterCard. I'm not going to put an alert on it. I'm still waiting for the hook. MasterCard. Well, they did pretty good on their earnings. This may be a possible entry. I'm going to set an alert here above the high of the last hour. I'm going to put an alert in, and I want to see what happens here. This is a little bit different than what I normally would set it at. I just want to take a look and see what happens, what's going to happen with this today. I just want to make sure that I'm able to take part in it. I want to move it down a little bit here too. I want to see what happens there. I may want to get in on this as a intraday hook on the stochastic. This is looking really good. Okay, Netflix. If you are a Thinkorswim customer and you have access to Tasty Trade, you might want to check out a video that Tom Sosnoff made regarding Netflix and the earnings play that he did. And it's interesting to see how he handled that particular trade. He was very bearish on it, and it ended up bullish earnings and a huge gap up, and he was short a bunch of calls at various strikes, and it's interesting to see how he managed to get out of that with a little bit of gain. I think it was a video from 4-2. It's up on YouTube on his channel, on the Tasty Trade channel up on YouTube. I think it was May 2nd. I'm pretty sure. Let me take a look here at when their earnings were. No, it was like 4/19. So I think it was 5/2 was when he actually made the video and reviewed the trade and how he managed to wiggle out of it. It's pretty interesting. All right, just taking up too much time here. This is interesting too, but I'm not seeing anything here. I'm just a little bit shaky about that. These price patterns that are on here, so I'm not going to do anything there. Price line. All right, we're definitely in a consolidation here and earnings coming up, so staying away. That one's just a little bit too volatile when it comes to earnings. Panera. Yeah, I was looking for a hook up here actually as a long-term indicator on an entry, and I think I'm going to get in on that one too. I mean, it's not it's not exactly ideal. It's a little bit too late. Well, what can we do? What can we do? Let's take a look here at a June. We're looking around 20, so this would be 170. And that's 60 cents. 170 is here. I think that would be a pretty good play. So I'm going to set up an automatic order on that for after 10 o'clock. If it moves above this 180, let's say it moves above 182 or 183. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll make a note of that. 183 trigger. And I'll also put an alert there as well. So I'm pretty sure it's probably going to trigger, and we will get in on that 170, 165. Probably do like 4 of them to put us in the $2,000 range for risk. And last but not least is Visa. We're already in on that with a June. Same sort of a situation here. And nice hooks here, hooks matching up. I like it when they match up on the short and the long term, the daily and the weekly. That's a good thing. So we should be good on this particular one right now. And I'm liking the low risk, longer term trades right now on a lot of these. So hopefully we can get in on Panera Bread today. So thanks for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.